Now at 6 o'clock, one person is dead after a shooting in North Portland. We'll have the latest with a live report from the scene coming up. A federal judge has once again blocked the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard to Portland, at least until this Friday, where the court battles on deployment stand this morning. Plus,
here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle, bends to the back, over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out.
the champs are champs again. What a way to end the World Series. The Dodgers win it in a nail-biting Game 7. We'll have a look back at one of the best World Series in recent memory, maybe one of the best ever, when the 6 o'clock hour of sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Drew Carney. China Green has the day off, but Chris and Rod, they are here. They would not let me sit here alone. Good friends you are.
I forgot how broken that bat was, by the way, Drew. I mean, that bat snapped in half. That World Series clip.
I actually got to watch that game on Saturday night and Friday night, for that matter, Game 6, and it really was a great World Series. We'll have more on that coming up.
All right.
I know people want to know about the weather.
Yes, they do. Good morning. Well, we've been mainly dry overnight. We have rain shower activity trying to pick up along parts of our area. You can see how active the Pacific flow is, and overall, this is a really wet Monday through Thursday coming up. We've got rain right now picking up along the coast, but so far Salem, Portland, and Vancouver are dry. The bricks are dry in downtown Portland from the Pioneer Park building camera. We're at 52. Yeah, not cold outside this morning. There will be light rain picking up through the bus stop hours mid-morning in the region. Maybe some areas stay dry. Some areas, though, I think we'll catch some raindrops about 48 degrees. Certainly have the kids with their raincoats because there will be rain in the area at noon for outside recess perhaps, and then just a rainy afternoon when the kids get out of school. It'll be about 52 degrees. Winds in the gorge breezy right now, but overall not expecting much wind today. Here's Chris.
Rod, thank you for that. We pick it up with a traffic alert on the Banfield. First trouble spot of the morning here. Looks like we've got a disabled vehicle just inside or just outside of Halsey right now. That's the westbound left lane that is blocked, and traffic is now backed up 3/4 of a mile or more now out past 82nd Avenue. We're starting to see some slowing, so that's going to take you a few extra minutes for that part of your commute right now. The drive out of Clark County, not bad. I-5 over the Interstate Bridge, zipping right along, but again, this is our trouble spot. So far, barely registering here in the drive time meter here, but I think this is going to be taken up here pretty quickly. Right now, 16 to maybe 18 minutes to get you in from Troutdale. Drew, we'll keep you posted.
All right, thank you, Chris. We continue to follow breaking news this morning. 3 shootings overnight in the city, including one in North Portland, where a man was shot and killed last night near Delta Park. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live at that scene. So, Thomas, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, Drew, Portland police have been busy and there's a lot to unpack here. So let's start with the one right here at Delta Park. Portland police tell us that they arrived on scene just before 10 o'clock last night, where they found a man had been shot. He then died. During the investigation near Delta Park, North Whitaker Road was closed between North Victory Boulevard and North Hayden Meadows Drive. There's still a lot we don't know about this shooting, including the name of the man who was killed. We also don't know what led up to it. Portland police have not announced any arrests just yet. Police also responded to a shooting on Northeast Thompson Court near 162nd Avenue just before midnight. Video shows the road blocked off as police began that investigation. We also reached out about that one and have not yet heard back from Portland police. And finally, another shooting took place, investigation at least, on North Swift Way near Columbia Boulevard in the St. John's area. That happened near Cathedral Gardens apartment just before 3 o'clock this morning. It's unclear right now if there are any injuries. Portland police are also asking anybody with information about these shooting investigations to contact them as soon as possible. Drew?
All right, Thomas Schultz live for us this morning in North Portland. Meanwhile, police are also investigating a suspected shooting death in downtown Portland over the weekend. Officers found a man dead shortly before 4:30 yesterday morning near Southwest 3rd and Taylor. They say there was evidence he was shot, but a medical examiner will work to confirm the official cause of death. Portland police also say they haven't made any arrests. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call. Investigators are looking for the driver involved in a hit and run in Northeast Portland that sent a cyclist to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. This happened around 3:30 yesterday morning near Northeast 82nd and Eugene. When officers got there, they say the driver had already taken off. A federal judge here in Portland made another ruling blocking the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard to the city until at least this Friday. In a statement, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek said the ruling is, quote, another affirmation of our democracy and the right to govern ourselves. KGW's Kyla Boshi has more on this latest ruling and what it means.
National Guard troops on hold. Late Sunday, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration from deploying federalized troops to Portland. Judge Karen Immerget granted a preliminary injunction until later this week, when she'll make a final decision.
What's important is that right now, we know at least until Friday, there will be a preliminary injunction, and it's highly likely that this ruling will turn into a permanent injunction.
The order comes after a 3-day trial that ended last week. The state of Oregon, California, and city of Portland sued the Trump administration, arguing the president overstepped his authority. The feds claim the president has the right to deploy federalized troops, and federal officers need help protecting the ICE building in South Portland, for months a focal point of protest. In her ruling, Judge Immerget wrote, federal law enforcement, along with local law enforcement, were able to manage the situation by making arrests, and ICE officers were still able to do their job. Willamette University law professor Laura Appelman says Judge Immerget's order signals she'll likely issue a permanent injunction by the end of the week.
If there's a permanent injunction, that is not something that disappears in 14 days, but obviously by the very phrasing of it, it's permanent.
Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield celebrated Sunday's decision as a step toward truth and accountability, because for now, the National Guard still cannot be deployed to Portland. Kyla Boshi, KGW News.
One more note to Kyle's report there. The judge could provide a final decision on a permanent injunction at any time this week. But again, Friday that is the deadline for that. So we're talking here about a final decision at the district court level. Bottom line, whoever comes out on the losing end will almost certainly take the case to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And after that, it could go all the way to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, President Trump also making headlines this morning. He defended the actions of ICE agents during an interview with 60 Minutes.
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been held back by the judges, by the liberal judges that were put in by Biden and by Obama.
Later in that interview, when pressed about the use of force that ICE agents have sometimes used to detain people, the president responded by saying many of those people were murderers and criminals who were thrown out of their countries. 60 Minutes correspondent Norah O'Donnell countered by telling the president many deportees are not violent criminals, saying they're workers like landscapers and construction laborers. President Trump responded to that by calling them, quote, landscapers who are criminals. Live look outside from our Oregon Zoo sky cam this morning. We want to let you know that tickets are on sale right now for Zoo Lights and Brew Lights. Brew Lights, of course, include the brews. It's a one weekend only event, not this coming weekend, but next, November 14th and 15th. Zoo Lights, the big event, the main show, if you will, starts Friday, November 21st. It runs at the zoo through Sunday, January 4th. You can find more information on both events, Brew Lights and Zoo Lights, on the Oregon Zoo's website, Rod.
All right. Always a big event. A lot of people turn out for the lights, especially every year, right? All right. Satellite radar. We have solid cloud cover everywhere this morning. We have rain trying to pick up along Newport, and then also some moisture that the cameras are showing up in the Cascades, where temperatures at pass level are well above freezing. Snow level today about 5,000 feet expected. But here's all of this. And so far, I can't find a lot of reporting sites saying we have measurable rain, but clearly something's starting to fall out of the sky as far north as and inland as McMinnville. Looks dry from our Snookwinds Casino Resort camera in Lincoln City. Here are the temperatures: 49 in Scappoose, 51 in Tigard. Comfortable start with the cloud cover of 51 in Happy Valley. We still have east winds that are gusting to 20 plus coming out of the gorge along the Columbia. Otherwise, winds are generally 5 to 10, and those gorge winds are expected to ease later on this morning. 47 Dallas, 50 up in McMinnville. The weather map for today: dry start, increasing showers in the coming hours, and then a rainy afternoon and a rainy evening. So have your raincoat because the moisture is coming, and that moisture eventually this afternoon will make its way up over the Cascades and out into the Blue Mountains, and also eventually over in the Bend, expecting to get some rain. Our 7-day forecast, about 53 today. So it's going to be a really steady temperature because we're 50 right now. We have a break in the action on a pretty quiet Tuesday until rain comes in late day, and then there's the impact alert for the wettest, windiest days of the week on Wednesday and Thursday.